What is up, everybody? It's Cross here, and I'm just gonna do a quick paint project video because I haven't even started editing the next video. Yeah, I got a little lazy, and now I'm paying for it. But I was gonna do this tonight anyways, and I just thought, well, why not make a video out of it? So I'm taking my Troy M7A1 from Echo 1, and I'm just gonna do a mild two-tone on it, on its equipment, such as its Riz and its buttstock. I want to redo the black on it, but yeah, that's going to take a lot more precision hitting the receiver than it will just spraying over this. As you see, I've already taped over the rail. I'm keeping it two-toned as much as possible. I'll be doing the same thing with these mags, but I'm also going to try a little bit of speckle with the brown color that I got, which doesn't look too good. Kind of how like I did in my L96. So if you can't see it very well, which I don't think you can, it's actually desert tan with a light black coating over it. Of course, where you can see some of the wear and tear on it, since it's been used a few times. I don't think I've actually used this in a video yet. It's an okay mid-range sniper rifle. But as you can also see, I don't know if you can see it because it's actually faded down a little bit. I also have a bunch of tan speckle on the black of the barrel too. So I almost speckled their opposite tone to match their environment a little. But I'm also going to be using, oh, it's on my shoulder, this netting to, well, if the speckle doesn't come out well, to spray on different pattern onto the Riz and buttstock, maybe even the magazines a little bit more. So let's get to spray painting real quick. So I'm going to start more with the Riz right here, because this is going to be one of the more different pieces to paint on here, because it has no solid, it's not a solid state like the buttstock or the magazines. So it's going to be a lot harder or easier depending on how it wants to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up through the painting process, but I'll try to cover what I do. But first we're going to hit it with this green right here. It actually looks a lot darker than what I was hoping it was going to be. So let's see how it turns out. It's a little mud right there. Oh well, that's cool. And I'm using cardboard as the back, so you know I don't cover up the wood. I don't know if this is particle board or not, but oh well. Now you always spray in a motion, never consistently in one spot. I should have went and got my heat gun. Well, that's drying. Set that aside real quick. I put the masking tape up there to cover up the logos, because like on the gun, I want to keep these logos because they're really cool and helps keep the gun closer to what it's originally. So while this is drying, we're going to go ahead and hit all the magazines themselves real quick. It's actually turning out really well. I love how it says not reflective, but we'll fix that here soon. So let's go ahead and hit all the mags real quick while it's drying. Now I'm going to cover these up too, because they don't mean anything to me. Quick thing to say, always cover up something that you know moves. Don't ever spray a magazine without tape or something up top. It's just asking to, you know, never have your BBs feed properly again. Now another thing to note when you're painting your magazines, to try to keep it as thin as possible, because now you're going to have a much tighter fit because the paint's going to be sitting on top. So I'm actually going to hit these with sandpaper later to make sure the fit is good. and this is actually drying pretty well. Still got a little bit more to go, but it's losing all of its watery property, so it's actually losing more reflection. So we're not going to wait on these to dry, so well, while we're waiting on those to dry, we're going to flip them all over and do the other side. Yeah, I think I'll go get my heat gun real quick. Alright, so I got my heat gun. I might pop a circuit breaker, I don't know. Happens sometimes. But blow dryer would actually do just as good, if not better, because these get very hot. It's actually what I use to remove orange tips on very few guns. Now I do have to watch out for this because this does melt plastic. I don't think you guys can see it very well, but this is drying much quicker now. Alright, so if I'm going to do the speckles like I have on the L96, I'm going to need to take this right here. This is actually a brown of sorts. And I'm going to stay away from it just a little bit because I want just the particles to fall on them and not have a heavy color. You really cannot tell. Let's try it on these magazines real quick. Yeah, it just gives it a darker color. Yeah. So the brown's a failure, combined with the green. Not a failure in itself. I don't got much black left, that's why I'm not using it. I actually have to use it for something else. Alright, well, you know what? Then we're just gonna go green. It's a nice looking green once it dries. I can give it that. So, let me finish everything up real quick. Speed the video up. I should put some tape in here, but now, because this is plastic, you don't want this heat gun focusing on one area at a time. So you really just got to get it quick bursts when doing it. That's why I say a hairdryer is better, but heat gun is stronger, and I have more use for a heat gun than a hairdryer. But yeah, I like this green. It's not turning out too bad. It's just got to dry a little bit more. Like I said, I'm going to hit these with sandpaper if they don't fit in just right. Was originally thinking about redoing the barrel and the buffer tube, but I just want to keep it as the accessories right now. That's not coming out. I'm not taking that out. That's stupid. It turned out really well. I actually really like this. Like I said, I was trying to cover it up so I can keep the markings right there, because there's one on this side, and actually it's towards the front. There you go. The milsim only. I got a little bit on the milsim only, but not too bad. That was the main one I was trying to keep it off of. But I like it. Now I really want to do my handguard this way, so it'll match everything flowing. Another time. I don't really have the time to do this. So here's what it looks like down the handle. I mean, I don't think you can really tell that much except for the magazine, but I like it. It looks really nice. I didn't think it was actually gonna look this nice with it not being an actual olive drab. But as soon as it goes up, you guys will actually see the completed project. And actually, I didn't have to sand these down at all. They slide right in perfectly. You guys will actually be able to see the completed project for the Milsim Saratov coming up here in a couple weeks. And I'm going to be using this along with my Scarab, hopefully, if it's not too strong. And it'll be completed with my grips, maybe a laser sight up there. My pack box will be on that side. I'll have my magnifier and my red dot right there. Not using too many magazines because they're all 120s, so I don't need like 10 magazines for a milsim. And that is how you guys successfully two-tone a M4 style rifle. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot more done to this. You guys can see the completed project at the Milsim West Saratov, and we will. So I do have one question left. How many of you guys have the moxie to say you got balls, or you just guys the brownie? I don't know. These were out here. I thought they were cool. Yeah, end the video on a bad pun. Good job, Cross. So if you liked or hated this video, please leave a comment in the section below and let me know what we could be doing better or what you guys want to see me do next. If you guys like this and you want to see me do more project guns, just let me know. I really want to know what you guys think. Definitely going with a different color next time. Wasn't bad, it's just the brown could have been better. So, see you guys on the field. Cross out. I only have one ball. Alright guys, quick update on the Troy. Just got back from chronoing it. Picked this new suppressor on the way. I need to get a threading tool to get the rest of this glue out so I can put it all the way on. But yeah, this is the finished product. Minus the suppressor not being on at the very moment. Because, well, I'm doing this because for Milsim West, it's shooting 10 to 15 feet per second higher. Their limit is 366. This is shooting 370s easy. And it's, of course, way above the joules as well. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys this because I put a lot of thought into this when I did it. It looks really cool. I'm definitely going to be using it very soon, especially in open plays. It's always been a good rifle to me. I'm actually surprised it's still going as strong for being a 3-year-old gun with minimal maintenance done to it. But yeah, like I said, I put the pack box on this side. I rearranged all my rails. The shot tracker was going to go right here. Of course, I've got my standard red dot and magnifier combo. I went ahead with this sling because it's the only one that actually fits my QD mounts. I was actually very excited to use this, but good thing I bought the suppressor because I can open it. Actually, really sad I'm not going to be able to use this during Milsim West Saratov. I think it's spearheaded Saratov, something like that. So I'll be using the Scarab. You guys will see that. I didn't do much of a build onto that more than what I normally do. But I do have a cool surprise because, well, this was going to be my main. Scarab was going to be my backup. Yeah. So, yeah. It ended on a bad note today. Alright. Tell me what you guys think about the finished product. Like I said, I need to get a thread cleaner to get rid of the rest of this glue because there's still a lot that just isn't melting. Yep, tell me what you guys think about the build in the comment section below, and tell me what I can actually use this high-powered gun for besides just regular play. Really want to use it in an actual event like it was actually made for, because you know it says Milsim only right there. This end of the video part is taking too long, so again, see you on the field. Cross out.